Hey everyone, welcome back to English Go Easy. I'm Spark.
Hey, I'm Xena. Today we're going to learn a very important real-life conversation, how to communicate in a hospital.
We'll cover the full process, starting from the reception, then the emergency section, and finally the checkup.
This kind of English is extremely useful in real-life healthcare situations, especially when you need help quickly and clearly.
So pay attention, listen carefully, and try to repeat after us.
All right, let's get started. At a hospital reception. Good afternoon. Welcome to City Care Hospital. How can I help you today?
Hi, I need to see a doctor. I've been having severe stomach pain for the last 2 days.
I'm really sorry to hear that. Don't worry, we'll take care of you. Have you visited our hospital before?
No, this is my first time here.
All right, I'll register you quickly. Can I have your full name, please?
Sure, it's Marcus Thompson.
Thank you, Marcus. And your date of birth?
April 15th, 1992.
Got it. And your current address?
458 Maple Street, apartment 3B.
Thank you. And your phone number?
It's 555-789-2341.
Perfect. Do you have health insurance?
Yes, I do.
Great. Please show me your insurance card.
Here it is.
Thank you. I'll just make a quick copy. All right, done. Now tell me more about your pain. Is it sharp, dull, or constant?
It's sharp, and it comes and goes. It gets worse after I eat.
I see. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your pain?
Right now, it's around 6, but yesterday it was almost 8.
Okay, that sounds serious. Have you experienced nausea or vomiting?
Yes, I felt nauseous and I vomited once yesterday morning.
Any fever?
I'm not sure. I haven't checked my temperature.
All right. Did you eat anything unusual recently?
Yes, I tried a new restaurant 2 days ago.
That could be a reason, but we'll let the doctor confirm.
Okay.
Yes. Do you have any medical conditions like diabetes or high blood pressure?
No, I'm generally healthy.
Are you taking any medicines right now?
Just multivitamins.
Any allergies to medicines?
No, none that I know of.
Perfect. I'll send you to the emergency section because your pain seems serious.
Oh, is it that serious?
Yes, it's better to check immediately. Don't worry, you're in safe hands.
Okay, I understand.
Checkup time.
Marcus, please come with me. I'm going to take you to the examination room.
Okay.
You can sit here on the bed. Try to relax. I know you're in pain, but I'll be as gentle as possible.
Thank you. It's really uncomfortable right now.
I understand. Let's start with your vital signs first. Please relax your arm on the table.
All right.
I'm checking your blood pressure. Just stay still. Okay, it's 130/85. Slightly elevated, but that's common when someone is in pain or stressed.
Yeah, I've been feeling really stressed because of this.
That's completely normal. Now I'll check your heart rate. Just breathe normally.
Okay.
Your heart rate is 88 beats per minute. That's within the normal range.
That's good to hear.
Now I'm going to check your temperature. Just hold this under your tongue.
All right.
Okay, 98.9 degrees. That's normal. So no fever at the moment.
At least something is normal.
Yes, that's a good sign. Now let's focus on your pain. Can you point to exactly where it hurts the most?
It's right here on the lower right side of my abdomen.
Okay, I see. I'm going to gently press on different areas of your abdomen. Please tell me if you feel pain anywhere, especially if it's sharp.
Okay, I'll tell you.
Does it hurt here?
No, not really.
And here?
A little bit, but not too bad.
What about here?
Oh, yes, that hurts a lot.
I'm sorry. I know that's painful. I need to check one more thing. I'll press again and then quickly release. Tell me which one hurts more, the pressing or the release.
Okay.
Presses, gently, and release.
Ah, that hurts even more when you release.
All right. That's called rebound tenderness. It can indicate inflammation inside the abdomen.
That doesn't sound good.
Don't worry yet. We still need to confirm what's causing it. Now I'm going to ask you a few more questions.
Okay.
When did the pain first start?
About 2 days ago. It was mild at first, but it kept getting worse.
Has the pain moved from one area to another, or has it stayed in the same place?
It started around the middle of my stomach, but now it's mostly on the right side.
That's important information. Have you had any loss of appetite?
Yes, I don't feel like eating at all.
Any nausea or vomiting today?
I feel nauseous, but I haven't vomited today.
Okay. Any difficulty walking or standing straight?
Yes, it hurts more when I walk or move.
I understand. Try to stay still for now. I'm also going to check your abdomen for any swelling or stiffness. Just relax your muscles.
I'll try.
I can feel some tenderness and slight guarding, which means your muscles are tightening because of pain.
Yeah, it feels really tight there.
All right, based on your symptoms, pain location, rebound tenderness, nausea, and progression, I'm concerned this could be appendicitis.
Appendicitis? That sounds serious.
It can be serious if not treated, but the good news is that you came in at the right time.
What happens next?
We'll need to confirm the diagnosis with a CT scan or an ultrasound. We'll also take a blood sample to check for signs of infection.
Will that take long?
The blood tests will be done in a few minutes. The scan might take around 2 to 1 hour, depending on availability.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'll set up an IV line for you so we can give you fluids and pain medication.
Yes, please. The pain is getting worse.
I understand. You'll feel better soon. Just stay calm and try to relax.
Thank you for helping me.
You're welcome, Marcus. You're in safe hands. I'll be right here if you need anything.
Thanks.
At emergency desk.
Excuse me, I was just sent here from the main reception. My name is Marcus Thompson.
Hi, Marcus. Welcome to the emergency department. I received your registration details. I'm really sorry you're not feeling well. How are you doing right now?
Honestly, the pain is getting worse. It's really uncomfortable.
I'm sorry to hear that. Don't worry. We'll take care of you as quickly as possible. I just need to ask you a few more questions so we can prioritize your case.
Okay, that's fine.
First, can you tell me exactly where the pain is located? You can point if that's easier.
It's right here on the lower right side of my abdomen.
All right. And when did this pain first start?
About 2 days ago. At first it was mild, but now it's getting worse.
I see. Does anything make it worse, like eating, walking, or moving?
Yes, it gets worse after I eat, and even walking makes it hurt more.
Okay, that's important information. Have you experienced nausea or vomiting?
Yes, I felt nauseous and I threw up once yesterday.
Any fever, chills, or sweating?
I don't think I have a fever, but I've been feeling a bit weak.
All right. Have you noticed any changes in your bowel movements, like diarrhea or constipation?
No, nothing unusual there.
Okay. Any difficulty urinating or any pain while urinating?
No, everything seems normal in that regard.
Good to know. Have you had any surgeries in the past?
No, I've never had surgery before.
All right. Do you have any known medical conditions?
No, I'm generally healthy.
And you mentioned earlier that you're not allergic to any medications, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, perfect. I'm going to assign you a priority level based on your symptoms. Since you're experiencing increasing abdominal pain with nausea, we'll try to get you seen as soon as possible.
How long do you think I'll have to wait?
It depends on how busy the emergency department is, but we use a system called triage. Patients with more critical conditions are seen first. Based on your symptoms, you should be seen fairly soon, probably within 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay, I just hope it doesn't get worse.
I understand. If your pain becomes unbearable while you're waiting, please come back to me immediately. We can reassess your condition and possibly move you up in priority.
All right, I will.
I'm going to give you a medical history form. It has some questions about your past health, family history, and current symptoms. Please fill it out as completely as you can.
Sure, I'll do that.
You can take a seat in the waiting area right over there. It's more comfortable and there's enough space for you to relax a bit.
Okay, thank you.
Also, do you have someone who can come and pick you up later, in case you need medication or further treatment?
Yes, I can call my wife. She'll be able to come.
That's good. It's always better to have someone with you, especially if you receive strong medication.
Yeah, that makes sense.
One more thing. Try not to eat anything right now. If the doctor needs to run certain tests or perform a procedure, it's better to have an empty stomach.
Can I drink water?
You can take small sips of water, but don't drink too much.
Got it.
All right, Marcus, just relax for now. We'll call your name as soon as we're ready for the next step.
Thank you. I really appreciate your help.
You're welcome. I know it's stressful, but you're in the right place. We'll take good care of you.
Thanks.
All right, everyone, that was a complete example of a hospital visit, including reception, emergency, and checkup.
At the reception, you saw how the staff asked for personal details, insurance information, and basic medical history.
In the emergency section, the staff focused on understanding the patient's symptoms and prioritizing the case based on urgency.
And during the checkup, the medical staff examined the patient, checked vital signs, and identified possible causes of the problem.
Let's quickly go over some key phrases you heard. How can I help you? Have you been here before? Can I see your insurance card? On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate your pain?
The patient clearly described the symptoms using phrases like sharp pain, it comes and goes, it gets worse after eating.
The medical staff also explained the process using sentences like, we'll need to run some tests. The doctor will see you shortly.
And you also learned important vocabulary such as emergency department, triage, vital signs, rebound tenderness, CT scan.
Whenever you visit a hospital, always carry your ID, insurance card, and a list of any medications you are taking.
And most importantly, be honest and clear about your symptoms. The more accurate information you provide, the better care you will receive.
Thanks for listening to English Go Easy.
Medical conversations can be stressful, but knowing the language helps.
Subscribe for more real-life English scenarios.
Until next time, keep practicing.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.